I started to say, oh, hold on. People are only going to pay for what they feel that the value is worth. And what the value is worth, right? So it's going to be based on the value is worth. Because I can say, it's $2,000 for my coaching program right now. Some people are going to be like, I can't afford it. But if I said I had a Ferrari outside and it's $2,000, all of a sudden you'll find the money. Right? So it's not about the price point. People can get the money or they can find the money. It's about the value that you're giving them. Right? If I told you I had a $1 million home and it was $2,000, I bet you would find that in the next 10 minutes. Right? You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. So it's the value. So then I learned, I said, okay, how do I add more value? Before I was just saying just get on the phone and talk to you, but I couldn't say what they were going to get for that money. If you pay me $2,000, you want to make more than that, right? You want a multiple of that, right? I couldn't say that. So guess what happened? I didn't have, which is the second thing, and this is on pricing, right? Since we on pricing, right? I didn't have clarity, right? So this is 1, 2. I didn't have clarity. So the second thing you got to have, whatever you charge, is clarity on the outcome. The outcome. If you have clarity on the outcome, you're going to make somebody feel like, oh, I get it, I understand, and it's worth me paying this amount of money. But if I'm just having a conversation with you and we buddy and we friend and yeah, yo, you from this place, I'm from this place too. Oh, cool. That's where you went to school. That's where I went to school. And you just you just what they call shooting the shit, right? You just talking. Then you don't have any clarity on what that outcome. You had a great conversation, but they still not clear on what that outcome is, right? So you have to, and regardless of what it is, it don't have to be tied to money. Right? If you're working with people with, relationships, it's what is that outcome? The outcome is going to be what? They're going to be more, their next relationship is going to be better, right? They're going to have more confidence in their relationship. They're going to have, they might have more confidence in life. They might open up, they might start opening up to people again, right? If it's health, what is that outcome? Specifically what? You're going to have, I don't know, whether it's X amount of body fat or X amount of energy or whatever that is, but you got to have clarity on the outcome, and people will be willing to pay that price. And then, believe it or not, what makes a big difference on whether somebody's going to pay the price you want to give them is your confidence. One of the things when I was out the gate and I was trying to charge $2,000 a month, I didn't have any confidence while I was doing it. Right? So I would be on the phone like, it's $2,000. It's 2,000. This is what I'm saying. It's 2,000. And, and I'll coach you and I'll help you with your business. And that was literally what I would tell people. Expecting them to say, okay, yeah, let me give that to you, and have no idea of how I'm actually going to get helped. That's not how our brains work, right? Like, so, and when it comes to confidence, how you talk to somebody and how you communicate with them, that confidence that you can actually help them is, believe it or not, one of the biggest things that's actually going to get somebody to pay you money. And guess what? In order to really get this, you'll get this from knowledge, right? This is one of the reasons why we're going to be doing stuff during this workshop, because you'll get this from knowledge, but you're leaving confidence and you're leaving money on the table if you don't actually do it. Like, I swear, I promise you, you can learn all day. But if you don't actually go out and start doing it, as your coach, I would love to just say, you could just keep learning and learning and learning and learning, and you'll make 6 figures, or learning and learning and you'll be a millionaire, or learning and learning and you'll impact millions of people. I would love to just say, just keep learning and it'll happen. There's a certain point where you got to actually do the work. It sounds crazy that we have to actually say that, but I really want us to understand you have to actually do work. Like, you have to actually, like, just figure it out, mess it up, Like, and that's what I did. I could have been thinking about forever. I didn't know I didn't have nobody to tell me what the right pricing was. I didn't go through this, what we learning. I didn't know. I just went out. I just said, okay, I see people were charging that, and I went out. I fell flat on my face. I felt bad about it. I learned what I need to do, and I adjusted my prices. And that's the approach we need to have to every area of our business. Make sense? All right. So anybody have any questions on that?
Marcy said, oh, okay.
Tonality. Yep.
Emmanuel has a question. What's your question? So one question, while Emmanuel's typing his in, it says, can you talk about if you should put your pricing on your website or just for your consultation calls?
Oh, love it. Great question. So pricing, it depends, right, on your website. So I'll put, this is what I'll say. People don't know my prices for my minimum, at least my one-on-one until we get on a call. Your course, put it on your site. Your group, you can put that on your site if you want, so people can sign up that way. But one-on-one, it depends, right? So I would have people book a consultation call with me, because depending on what they want, I might adjust that, right? So if I'm doing one-on-one, it's okay to charge people different prices. It's okay, right? Depending on what they want or the help that they need, or et cetera. Or maybe your confidence is up now, or maybe you add more stuff now. I'm gonna tell you right now, for those who are in the PCS program, there's people that's in the program right now that's paying less than you are because they joined and they stayed for the last 2 years. Because what I was charging 2 years ago is different than what I'm charging today, right? So, and it's because I'm adding more stuff, right? Like my brand is exploding, different things are happening, so I can justify it. But just to go with you, Emmanuel, you can put it on. You can put it on your website, but I would say if it is one-on-one coaching, I would rather have you hold the price until, if they really want to know, you can literally just say, hey, you know what, it kind of depends on what you need, and we can make the adjustment like that. Because it might be some people where you might say, you might want to work with them, twice a month or once a week or 12 weeks, or, so you can have different plans like that, but I would say save that for the consultation call.
So that was actually Kalea's question.
Okay.
I hope I'm not butchering your name. I'm so sorry. Emmanuel's question is, how do you stay encouraged in the midst of trial and error, since you said just do it?
How do you stay encouraged? So this is what I would say. Don't think that you're not going to get discouraged, because it's going to happen, right? Like it would be inaccurate to say that you're going to do this journey and you're never going to feel bad, or you're not going to, it's going to be a easy thing for you to do on an ongoing basis. But one of the things that I say is that you cannot build your business in a bubble. Write that down. That's one of my go-to sayings. You cannot build your business in a bubble. And what that means is, it literally takes a village to make a successful entrepreneur. It takes a village. So you gotta stay, what you putting into your ears, what are you listening to, what are you watching, helps you stay encouraged, or help me stay encouraged. Let me talk about me. Being a part of a community helped me stay encouraged. Coming out to events and seeing other people that's like me, that's changing and transforming the world, helps me stay encouraged, right? The people that you have in your environment helps me stay encouraged, right? And then once you start getting clients, they're gonna help you stay encouraged too, right? Like, cause they're hungry, they wanna learn, they wanna grow, and you don't wanna let them down. You don't wanna let your people down, right? So, all of that plays into it. And then once you start growing, you got a team. Now your team, you paying them. This is how they paying their rent. This is how they feeding their children. So you can't just throw your hands up and quit. You know how many people are relying on you? And then now you generate income, and the money that you're making now, you're feeding your family, or you're feeding your kids, or it's going to that charity. So to answer your question, all of those, right? Stay encouraged by being a part of a community. You showed up to this, keep showing up. Keep showing up to the calls. Keep showing up to the live events. Be a part of a group, or be a part of a community, or be a part of a program where that's gonna that's going to continually feed you energy, because we're not always going to be, as much as y'all see me, y'all like, yo, Terrell's always go, 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 go. Terrell has all the energy in the world. I don't always feel like that. But anytime I'm in a place where I think about the impact of who I'm serving and what I want to do in this world, then the people that are relying on me and the people that are counting on me, that juices me. That gives me energy.